Okay, so today we're going to be discussing a very important thing. What is a variable? Let's get on with an example. Let's say we have 2z over here, right? So you may know from the previous lecture that this is actually an algebraic term. Okay. Now you may also actually know that from the previous lecture that this 2 is the coefficient. Now what about the z? What is that going to be? And you might have guessed it, and it is already showing up on the screen that this is actually what's called the variable over here. And so the word variable actually means something that varies, something whose value changes over time. And we use variables over in algebra to basically have an equation, have a standard specific equation with which you can put multiple different numbers in according to the scenario. I mean, things do not randomly change, the numbers do not randomly change, they have a specific way of changing, right? So, okay, so like, onto the example. Now, let's say we have 2xy over here. Now, how many variables do you think are present over here? Now, you do know that 2 is the coefficient. Now, that leaves us with x and y. Those are the two variables over here, x and y. And an algebraic term can have like multiple different variables present inside it. So, some examples. Now, 5a. Now, these are going to be practice problems, sort of practice problems for you guys. Like, what is the number over here? 5a. Now, what is the variable going to be over here? Yes, 5a, 8. Now, on to the second example, 7mn. Now, there are two variables present over here, and if you guessed like m and n, then you're right. 89 b c d s a. This is a long term, okay? And basically this defines that an algebraic term can have as many variables as you possibly want. Okay, so all of these are going to be variables, and that is actually all there is to it. And I hope you learned something.